In this video, I'll walk through putting a screen protector on the front and back screens of your Cybertruck.
All right, in this video, I'm going to be putting a screen protector onto my front screen of the Cybertruck and also onto the back screen of the Cybertruck. The ones I got, I went with T-Wraps, and so we'll go ahead and dig into it. The kit I got came with one yellow cleaning cloth that I'll keep and save and use afterwards, 2 white cloths, 2 sets of stickers, 2 sets of wet wipes, and the smoothing wand. I'm just demonstrating quickly the responsiveness of the screen. One thing you are going to do before you dig into it is you're going to want to put your screen into clean mode. If you can't find it right away, like I couldn't, I went ahead and typed screen into the search bar and it came up right away. And that just allows it so you're not changing the screen around as you're touching it. I did just pull off the factory screen protector, so I didn't need to go into too much depth to cleaning it. So I just gave it a quick wipe off with that orangish yellow rag it came with. The screen protector does have a front and back. The front meaning, of course, the side facing you, and the back meaning the side that faces the screen itself. I imagine there's a difference since they are marked accordingly. So I always go back and forth between if I want to pull half of the backing off at a time or not. This one was so large, I elected to pull the whole thing off, and I will now start to line it up in the top right of the screen first. So what works for me is I place my index finger on the top of the screen and then my middle finger on the right of the screen, and I kind of push the screen protector up until it's on both my screens, starting with the right, top right, and then kind of work my way down. Using the smoothing wand, you're trying to find any air bubbles and slowly pushing them all the way to the edge and out of the screen. That's going to do a whole lot better than just pushing the little ones. Find a bubble and chase it all the way to the edge. That's definitely a way to do that. As you can see what's literally happening in the screen in front of you now. So it's important that I have not yet removed the clear protective film that's on the screen protector itself. You don't want to do this until after you're done scraping the bubbles out. So this way, if you do any scraping or scratching, you're doing it to the protector and not the actual screen protector itself. Once you're positive you've got all the air bubbles out, you will grab that little tab and make sure you go ahead and remove that to expose your nice, new, shiny, and much better protected touchscreen. I go ahead and give it one last little wipe down, and actually I find an air bubble and I push that out to the edge also, and then it's good to go. Once you are all done, you can touch and hold that little rectangle that's going to say exit clean mode, and you'll have to hold it for 3 to 5 seconds and you'll be out and you'll be ready to go on your way. And as you can see, when done correctly, you're back to the same level of responsiveness you had before, clear as glass. Now I move to the back seat. This protective film from the factory was pulled off by my children several weeks ago, so I did go ahead and take out the wet wipe that came with it, and I go ahead and give this screen a really good clean. After I wipe it with the wet wipe, I go ahead and pull out the provided white cloth and go ahead and give it a nice little extra clean. So here, as I unpackage the screen protector, same thing, you're going to want the front to face you, back towards the screen. This particular one, it's a little bit smaller and harder to handle, so I pull off half of it at a time. Now, I almost messed this up. The front screen protector didn't matter top or bottom. However, the back screen protector does. If you notice, the very bottom left and right corners of your screen are cut off. And so you absolutely do need those cutoffs on the bottom to match up with what you have. You would figure that out probably, but don't mess that up like I almost did. It actually worked nicely to match up that little cutoff corner into the cutoff corner and was pretty easy to smooth on from there. Again, once I get it on, I take my smoothing tool and I'm just grabbing an air bubble and pushing it all the way to the edge, just like we did the first time, little by little. Again, I have not removed the factory sealant cover from the screen cover itself yet, just in case I'm going to scratch it while I'm sliding this across. Once I'm all set, I'll go ahead and remove that protective film. I'm not sure how necessary it is, but once I have that protective film removed, I take my included yellow T-Wraps cloth and I go ahead and give it a little wipe down. And again, I push out some last little fine air bubbles that I maybe want to do by hand. Again, when done right, you can hardly tell there's a screen protector on at all. And if it's clean, there will be no air bubbles left over. All right, as always, I hope that video was a help to you. The last little bit of advice I'll give you, take your time, get the screen totally clean. Like most projects you do, the key to its outcome is in the preparation. As always, if that video was a help to you, please hit that thumbs up button and go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I've got a whole lot more Cybertruck accessory videos coming to you shortly. Good luck.